Hello and welcome to a video for today's for today. I am showing you things that I got in my pre-order for the new mini catalog for 2021. So I figured I've made little piles. I haven't looked in great detail, but I've got a few minutes now. Figured I'll show you some of what I got. So first is paper. So here is, they have a fantastic new hydrangea set, which the dies were out of, or unavailable to be purchased ahead of time. And so I was like, well, I'll at least start with the paper. We'll see where that takes me. So it's really lovely. If you like that sort of soft look of hydrangeas, like look at that. That's, oops, there we go, more bunches. And then this, sort of like those poppy papers from last year. And then just like in years past, you've got that more muted background on the opposite side here. This is lovely. You don't even need the dies for this one. Like, look at how pretty those are. Oh, there we go. And look at that. Lovely. I think I might take the next one out of the wrapping. We'll see. So this one here, this is paper called True Love, designer series paper. And this paper is super cute in that it has a lot of potential for coloring. So we've got these like little flowers here with the dark background. Again, like look at that. Stripes, this kind of cool, almost Celtic like knot thing. You got, again, more flowers on one side, polka dots on the other, flowers on one side, stripes on the other. Can you see that? Yeah. Then more flowers, which these look like they'd be really easy to cut out too, which is nice. Ooh, these kind of diamonds on the other side. And then the last sheet, flowers and leaves with these little teeny tiny diamonds. Lots of potential with this, both with coloring and with cutting stuff out, which is always fun. There is a new Father's Day type feel of a set, which gives me very much those truly tailored, or was it called? Oh, this one's called Well Suited, because you can make little suits with the set. I'll show you. So here's this kind of plaid look, stripes, this sort of fabric-y look, plaid. Ooh, that looks like graph paper. That's the math I teach in. There you go. So there's this. A lot of these look like prints for ties, don't they? Like I feel like these would be, and look at that. See, this is not necessarily masculine. So, and like that one, you could make that not a masculine card either. Some stripes, looks good. What I think I might do with this, other than just Father's Day cards, I think I might use them for, every year I make cards for my seniors who graduate, and so I'm going to probably make more masculine themed cards for my male seniors. So this one comes with a bundle as well, and this one comes with a punch, and I love that. So here we go. We've got this kind of cone-like. Look at these. Isn't that fun? I like this because it has a watercolor look, so I could kind of tie that in with whatever pattern I would use. Again, super cute stripes. Rainbow stripes. And then again, same type of thing as this one, but different palettes of colors. Same thing, polka dots. This little kind of wavy pattern, cute little swirl cones, and sprinkles. Super cute. And this actually comes with some really fun embellishments as well. I'll show you those here when we get to the embellishments part of my little reveal. So next up, along with the paper, this is a specialty designer series paper. Let's make sure you can see that. Yeah, that is, I think that's rose gold. And so, or certainly pink of some sort. So you've got here 3 different papers. So you've got this. Notice the pattern is different, so it's not just a different paper, it's also a different pattern. So you've got sort of the leaves, this, oh, is that Rococo Rose, I think? It is, yes, Blushing Bride, Rococo Rose, and Sahara Sand. So Blushing Bride, Rococo Rose, and Sahara Sand. And these are one-sided, so because they are specialty, they only have something on one side. So just something to note for those of you who really love it when there are 2 sides to this one. This one's got only the one. Okay. I know that it takes a little longer to go through the paper, but I thought that you guys might like seeing what all of the pages look like, and then the stamp sets and whatnot will be easier to show later. Okay, so let me show you this. This is the specialty foil paper that came with this, and you've got the same, oh, look at that. How cute is that? They've decided to change how they organize them, so they're putting the pages facing each other. So I think that was Blushing Bride. I think this is the Rococo Rose, and this one is the equivalent to Sahara Sand. So that is fun, especially because it'll tie in with the same reflectiveness of the other pack of paper, which means that I can use these two together, and like this one here could accentuate what the other one looks like. Oh, did I miss that one? There we go. Sorry about that. I like to put things away when I'm done looking at them, and look at me messing up here. Ooh. There we go. Okay, nice. And so there we go. This one here came again with a bundle that unfortunately wasn't, well, the stamp was available, the dies were not, and I was like, well, if I have to wait a little bit, I can still play with the paper even if I don't have the set. This one here is called Paper Blooms. This one is actually from the Celebration papers. The Celebration this year has a lot of options, but primarily it's going to be stamp sets and papers. And so I thought I would still share with you guys a few of my Celebration items that I got. Oh, look at how cute that is. And the fun thing is that this paper goes with the, oh, I like that. Goes with the stamp set that was designed by another fellow demonstrator named Dana Rico, who is just a ball of happiness, and I love that. So I thought that, you know, by getting her stuff too, it might be good to encourage her. So this is also paper. This one, though, is paper that you can only get if you make a purchase of $100 or more. The other paper, this one here, was for $50, and this is free with a $100 purchase because it also comes with a stamp set, and I'll show you that one here in a little bit. So you've got the plaid. Oh, I love fruit. Last year they had a bundle with little punches, and I think it was last year, now I'm forgetting. Oh, that one was just so lovely. Look at that. So cute. See, and this one is nice. Like, this could be fun for like a kid's card, but it doesn't have to be, you know? So I just love that. And this could be used for a masculine card without any issues. You know, who's to say who likes, you know, for berries and who doesn't? Alrighty, so next, let's see here. Oh, and then this one was another Celebration paper. This one here is called Oso Ombre, and it has Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, Rococo Rose, and Whisper White. And I love ombre looks. I suspect that I'll be making more of them because of one of the new tools that are now available for us. So it looks like on one side, you've got kind of the polka dots and the kind of bright, here we go, polka dots. And it just alternates here. And then when we flip it, same thing, but with the Bermuda Bay and the Granny Apple Green. Super cute. Sorry about the abrupt cut there. My husband came in after having worn out the dogs a little bit, and so I got distracted, and I figured you didn't want to hear the dogs panting for the next 20 minutes. So let's rejoin here. We just finished looking at the paper, both the ones that you can purchase and the ones you can earn, which is exceptionally fun. Let's move on to fun little embellishments. So these are going to be, I intentionally picked things from different bundles. So some come from different suites. Sometimes I'll like one of the ribbons because I happen to use that color a lot. So one of those is this. This is, ooh, that's new. How clever! They finally made it easy to take this thing off. They added a little sticky. Fantastic. And the best part is you can reuse this if you want to. And so this right here is essentially like braided trim here, braided linen trim, and it's in Mossy Meadow, which is absolutely one of my favorite greens. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know. Maybe it's just like that rich color. Love this. So this will be a lot of fun to play with. Let's open it up. Here we go. Look at that. So it's very similar to the regular braided trim that we have. And I have that kind of put away at the moment. Otherwise, I would grab it to compare. But it's essentially the same design, but it looks like it's just in that beautiful Mossy Meadow color. The next one I have is Blackberry Bliss, which is another lovely color. Let's see if they did that with this one. They did not, but they added a little piece of tape, it looks like. That might be... That's still a little tough. Let's grab these little teeny tiny scissors, which I use for like things that are not paper. I actually got, of all places, at the dollar store. What are the chances? They've actually improved their little craft section, which is nice. So notice it's like this striped ribbon. Isn't that fun? Let's see how it ties. Oh, that was not a good approach, but I think it'll work. Alrighty. Hey, it looks good. And that tightens up really nicely, and you can kind of mess with it here to make it take up the space you want it. That's fun. Very good. And this one here comes from the ice cream bundle, which is going to be a really fun one to play with, which I'll show you very shortly. We're getting there. Next one here, maybe I have just a thing for purples when they become available. I like to get the purple ribbons. There's something really nice about that color. Ooh, hello. This one here is in Gorgeous Grape. And what's nice is that for most of them it actually tells you. And this one's like a sheer one too. Look at that. Oh, but this one seems a little bit more, I don't know, like this one seemed a bit more stiff. This one's a little floppier, which is kind of nice. And then, let's see how this one ties. Oop. See, I'm trying to not take up, there we go. Hey, that looks fun. Let's tie, come on, tighten it. There we go. So there we go. That one's, actually, that's kind of cute too. Maybe I'll use that on a card. Alrighty, so moving on. I also got this one. So this one's in Blushing Bride, and it, as you can tell from the shine, it coordinates with that paper that's absolutely gorgeous. And so I can absolutely see myself using these together. Ooh, I'm ruining the ribbon here. Boop, there we go. I wish they had done that sticky thing for all of these. It's probably a production thing. So notice on one side, it's just Blushing Bride, and on the other, it's got that kind of dazzling color. So that's kind of fun, the multi-sided ones. A few, was it last year's? So not this, not 2020, but I think 2019, they had this really fun, like, double colored ribbon that was, was it Old Olive and Pretty Peacock, maybe? That sounds about right. It came with a paper from a pack, which was just lovely. So the one thing about this is that obviously this piece here is not flipped, so there might be, I might have to do something about that. We'll see. But it still ties very nicely. So if you wanted to do like the knot style bow, right, you could totally do that. Very good. So those are the ribbons I got. I also got these. These come from that, was it Best Dressed? Something like that. I'll learn these names. I just haven't gotten there yet. So these come from that. That's in Basic Gray and Night of Navy. Well Suited. See, I should have just flipped it around. So yeah, Well Suited. I think that's Night of Navy and and Basic Gray, which I like those because they're so, one, they coordinate with that paper I showed you, and two, they're really easy to, as you can tell, they're just the twine. So it's going to be really easy to tie little bows or little knots, things of that nature. This are the Ice Cream Corner Sprinkles, and so these are essentially just little embellishments that you can use. I envision making some shaker cards with these, and I believe, let's see, pop quiz, I believe it was Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, Purple Posy, and Pool Party, I think. and I can confirm that later. But there's these, so these are super fun. One of my upcoming monthly challenges is going to be a shaker card, and so I thought that could be fun to use this set with. Then I've got 2 sets of adhesive dots. So I've got these pastels, which I thought were lovely and really shiny. They're a little bit larger than other embellishments at times, but I think that this will definitely add some really nice look to some of my cards. And then there is these. These are matte black dots, which are also really fun because a lot of times these things are always shiny or glittery or whatnot, and so it's kind of nice. Oh, I was holding the bag that it was in. Ha! And so sometimes it's really nice to just kind of have that more matte look. And you've got the 2 different sizes, which is also really nice. Sounds like fun. All right. Oh, let's close that up. All right, so I only got, there weren't a ton of embossing folders in it, but one of the ones that they had was this painted texture embossing folder, and I liked this because it reminds me of that rock, that stone one that was in last year's mini catalog, and I really liked that one. It was technically in the Celebration catalog, but I liked this one, and so I figured it's similar enough where like it almost looks rock-like. If I wanted to use it for that type of a background, I could. So I liked that, got that. All right, so let's move on to bundles, and then I'll move on to individual sets. So the first one, which is one that's kind of at the end of the catalog, which you may or may not miss. I think it's towards the end. I got this one. I love punches. We're going to do the punch bundles that I bought first. Again, because a lot of the die bundles weren't available at the time. This one I love because notice all of these cutesy little sentiments, or I think almost all of them. I think these 2 might only fit in this scallopy one. But all these little guys here fit inside this teeny tiny one. Then you can punch this out of a different color, and then boom, you've got an easy layering of these ovals, and you've got these little embellishment pieces that if you want to just do like this, the flowers and the leaves here, you could. So I thought that this was really nice. Plus, you know, a little treat for you would make it really easy for little tags, hugs and kisses, sweet friend, if you wanted to welcome a little baby or add it as a tag for somebody. Right, happy birthday. I just thought that this was pretty versatile, and I loved that it came with a punch. All right, moving on. I mentioned this. Here's the ice cream, but almost more importantly, here's the punch. So the one thing to note too is that this punch, I should probably take it out of the wrapper if I want to show you the punching design. It has this lovely triangle, and it has this little sort of ice cream scoop, which obviously a triangle, I can use this to make pendants. I can use this to make all kinds of stuff. Monster teeth if I wanted to, right? And then there's already some really crafty people who have started using these to make punch art. So this one, love this. One of the reasons I really like this, other than obviously the ice cream, is that this happy birthday is really large, and that's really fun because a lot of happy birthdays, like the one from the previous set, are kind of small, and so it's kind of nice sometimes where, like, if say you wanted to let the DSP do the talking, you can have that big happy birthday, for example, or that bigger thank you. So yeah, see, nice and large. I love that. So there's that one. And then the last punch bundle I got, which again, I'm a sucker for punches, but especially for sweet things. So here is the bundle there, Sweet Strawberry. Let me show you the punch. Isn't that cute? So it comes with the strawberry, the leaf, the little stem, and these cute little flowers, which they do count as 2-step stamping, but you can punch these out and then color them by hand if you want to. And I believe that one right there, oh, where is it? It got pushed to the back. Yeah, look at that one. This mini punch punches this one out right here. So you can use this and this together to knock out a bunch of these little flowers really quickly. Because essentially if you have it, like say you stamp these on a row, of cardstock, you can just punch that through as you push it, like you put your piece of paper through, so you're not wasting it by accidentally punching out all of these other images. So love this, love that it's two-step stamping, but it's also detailed enough where I could just color it in if I wanted to do it by hand. So moving on, I was able to get a couple of bundles that had dies in it. One of them was the Handsomely Suited set. So you've got the suit and tie dies and the Handsomely Suited cling mount stamp. So notice the fun tie and these kind of not only Father's Day but also just birthday sentiments here. So let me show you these. These are cute. These will be fun to make cards with. Boop. So look at this. You can make like a vest, right? And you've got the bow ties. You've got two different ones because you've got two different bows. The tie, and these are to make suspenders, or at least that's what I'm going to use them for. Here's a pocket to make some buttons, right? To add a different collar if you want to do like more tuxedo versus regular t-shirt. This is going to be a hoot to play with. I'm not I don't use dies very often, but the other thing I'll mention, I'll keep for last. So there's that bundle right there. And then, I'm trying to put things off to the side so that I'm not going to be in the way. This one was one of those that like spoke to me after I finally got the catalog in my hands, because there was a succulent set in the past, and there was something about it that I just, I had actually bought it and then I never really played with it much, and so it wasn't really for me. But I saw this one and a combination of things. Again, you can never have too many things. This one's nice and small. I think it actually would fit right here in this bowl, which is really nice. You've got the assortment of sentiments. You've got some lovely sentiments here, but oh my goodness, watch this die. Ready? You've got, there we go. Love it when you've got one, not only the stitching, but the dies that essentially cut out things that could be for sentiments. You've got the dies for these things. You've got some pieces, like this is, I think, supposed to be aloe vera, so you could punch this out of a different color and then add it there. This is just an embellishment piece, another embellishment piece, but look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? I've already seen an example of a person who added color to a piece of cardstock, die cut this, and then used the die cut, like, so they die cut this first, sorry, then they used it as a mask, brushed on color, and then used the mask on a card, and then had the rest of the card colored beautifully. I figured I will probably be doing something similar because that is just lovely. So I've got that one. And then let's move on to those individual sets. So this one, you might have seen some cards being made with it. This is, again, one of those where, like, I like the font type. You saw one of the ones in my previous video on using the sentiment, so that's always fun. Another happy birthday, but this one's small enough where it'll fit on those little, like, those little pesky half-inch strips. Oh, see, look, I used this is a scrap here. So like this pesky little half-inch strip, sometimes you want to use them up, and boom, that's happy birthday. We'll do it right there. And then these different pieces here are really kind of fun as well. So I got that one. I also got one, I believe this is Jackie Bolheis's $1 million stamp set, which I loved. I did not, I definitely thought that she would have been a sentiment only person because she really likes her simple cards. And I thought, well, what better way than to do it with some beautiful scripts in some beautiful sentiments. So again, congrats, thank you, thinking of you, happy birthday, and then just some lovely little inside sentiments too. I thought that was one, right up her alley, and two, I had to have it. Then next, I bought a background stamp. We don't offer too many of them, but I liked this one because I kind of thought how much fun I would have if I, say, embossed this. Right, if I embossed this and then added color over it, or just left it as an embossing, and I say embossed, but I mean heat embossed. So I thought that could be fun, whether in color or clear. That could be a lot of fun, or even like, in gold or something. So there's that one. So next, I'm going to go over some of the celebration items. So one of the ones I got, remember when I showed you that cute berries paper? This is why it is a $100 purchase free item, is because it also comes with this stamp set. And so you'll notice that the strawberries bundle with the punch goes perfectly with this one, where it has the blueberries as well as these little raspberries, which if you really needed to, you could totally make those looking like grapes. But you've got here, wishing you the very best, bountiful blessings, and you always have a way of making my day. So, you know, the bountiful blessings is super sweet, but you don't necessarily have to use it with, you know, these. You could use this with the country home stamp set if you wanted to. But again, just like the others, a similar style, similar two-step stamping, and it's actually a little bit larger than the stamp sets says, and you can tell that always here by saying it's the images are at 90%. All right, so there's that one. The next one, this one is a $50 free stamp set. This is one of those where I definitely saw myself stamping this either in the Versamark and then embossing it in black and then coloring the back, or maybe sponging on a background and then stamping it in black on top to make sort of like those silhouette looks. That is where my brain went when I thought of this and I saw this stamp set. So this I thought was really fun, and I don't get these types of stamps often, so I figured I would challenge myself by getting that one. Alrighty, next we've got this one, similar to that one where you've got that two-step stamping from the berries, but notice here, this one also has those cute little sentiments, and notice they're teeny tiny. So these I thought would make really fun little 3x3 cards. That I'm looking forward to. And, alright, and then I saved the best for last. This is our host set for this year's celebration, meaning if you put together a party where you have $300 in sales, you can actually get this set for free. And the best part, I think, because as you can tell, I'm a fan of punches. This punches with the postage stamp, this one with the ovals, this one with those duet heart punches, and then these little guys all fit inside at least one of these, which I thought was just brilliant. And so I think this one's meant to be for the heart, and I think this one as well, but I think it fits right here too. So I thought that this was just lovely, and and again, happy birthday, bravo, my heart is wherever you are. Like, I thought that this was just a lot of fun, and this could be used to get a lot of sentiments very quickly. It's that bright photopolymer set, so you'll be able to see what you're stamping. So I thought that this would be a lot of fun. All right, ready? We're done with stamps, but let me show you a few tools and fun things I got that are a little different, and then we'll move on, and then we'll be done, I mean. So this is one of them. So you might have seen these coming around where people have gotten these brushes. They're usually for makeup, and look at that, super smooth. And supposedly it is really great at blending ink on paper, just like, you know, you're supposed to be blending makeup on your face. So I thought that this would be a lot of fun. So I got these. During the pre-order, they're limited. So while you absolutely could, if you really wanted to, get one for each color, we offer so many colors and they clean really easily. I'm more likely going to get one for like my blues and my pinks and my greens, and then have one for like color families in that sense, like my reds and my oranges and whatnot. So, and we'll see. But I thought that I'd at least get them to try them out, see how I like them, and then go from there. And then another thing, I saw these boxes and I thought they were super cute, especially with the upcoming holidays. This box folds into just a little box with a lid. And then this is actually like a sliding piece that goes over top. It's called the Love You Always treat box. And this slides on top. So I thought you can decorate this piece. You could stamp on that one. And then just it'll be a nice little surprise to everybody as they open it up. And then finally, I saved the most interesting to me for last. They now have what is called a heat and stick powder, meaning that you heat it up and it activates it, where whatever you attach to it will stick to it. Well, we now have gilded leafing. I have been warned not to just open it outright because it's they give you the most bang for your buck. So if you open it, it'll kind of pop out a little bit because it's been compressed down. So I'm going to hold off on that right now. But this will be, you just apply it with like a regular paintbrush, and you apply it to this powder as it heats up and it becomes sticky, and this leafing will essentially just attach to it. So I thought this will be a lot of fun to play with, and I intend to do so. So in my defense, I'll probably try it off camera before I try it on camera. So if you've got any questions or you want to get a hold of a catalog, get in touch and I will get one sent out to you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!